Making English simple for everyone.
Speak English with Josh and Hannah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Talk with Hannah. I'm so glad you're here with us today. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you're a regular listener, we're really happy to have you.
Hey, great to be back. I was thinking about this topic all morning. I kept asking myself, what's the one thing every English learner really wants? And I think it's the same answer every time.
Fluency. Everyone wants to speak fluently. They want words to just come out naturally, confidently, without stopping every 2 seconds to think.
Exactly. And today we're going to talk about exactly that, how to speak English fluently, step by step. This is a complete beginner's guide, and it works in 2026.
By the end of this episode, you're going to have a real clear plan, not just tips, an actual step-by-step path you can start today. And we promise it's simpler than you think.
We'd love to know, right now, before we even start, how would you describe your English speaking? Are you a complete beginner, somewhere in the middle, or do you feel almost fluent but something is still holding you back? Tell us in the comments.
And if this kind of lesson is helpful for you, please like this video and subscribe to Talk with Hannah. We put out new episodes every week, so you don't want to miss them.
All right, let's jump in. Step 1 is probably not what you expect, and it changes everything.
Okay, so the very first step to speaking fluently is something most beginners skip completely. They want to speak right away, and I totally understand that. But here's the truth. Before you can speak well, you need to listen a lot.
This is called input, and input means reading, listening, watching. You're taking English in before you put English out.
Think of it like this. When you were a baby learning your first language, you didn't start with grammar books. You listened for months, maybe a year, before you said your first real word.
And the same process works for English. The more you hear real English, the more your brain starts to understand the patterns, the rhythm, the way sentences feel.
So what counts as good input? Things like English podcasts, like this one, English TV shows with subtitles, YouTube videos on topics you already enjoy, even songs in English.
The key word is comprehensible. You need input you mostly understand, maybe 80 or 90%. If it's 100% too easy, your brain isn't working. If it's totally confusing, you get frustrated and stop.
So for beginners, start with slow, clear English. Children's shows, English learning podcasts, simple YouTube channels. Then slowly move up to faster, more natural English.
Here's a practice question for you. What kind of English content do you already watch or listen to? Movies, music, YouTube? Tell us in the comments. We're genuinely curious.
Now, how much input do you need? Honestly, as much as possible. Even 20 to 30 minutes every day makes a huge difference over time.
And here's the beautiful thing. After a few weeks of consistent listening, something happens. You start noticing words and phrases repeating. Your ear gets trained. And when you open your mouth to speak, the words feel more natural because you've heard them so many times.
Okay, so you've been listening and building that strong foundation. Now it's time for output, actually speaking. And this is where most learners feel scared, right?
Very scared. I remember when I started, I would know the answer in my head, but the moment someone looked at me and waited for me to speak English, my mind just went completely blank.
That happens to almost everyone. And the reason is simple. Speaking is a skill. And like any skill, driving, cooking, playing football, you only get better by doing it, not by thinking about it.
So step 2 is start speaking, even badly. Seriously, bad speaking is better than no speaking.
Here's a really easy way to start. Talk to yourself in English every day. When you wake up in the morning, say, "Good morning. Today is a beautiful day. I'm gonna have a good day." It sounds silly, but it works.
You can narrate your own life. I'm making tea. I'm putting on my shoes. I'm going to the kitchen. These simple sentences train your mouth and your brain to work together in English.
The formula is simple. Subject plus verb plus object. I am doing something. She is going somewhere. They want something. Start with these basic structures and build from there.
Another powerful method is shadowing. You listen to a native speaker, maybe a short clip, 30 seconds, and then you repeat exactly what they said. Same words, same speed, same tone.
Shadowing does two things. First, it trains your pronunciation. Second, it trains your brain to produce sentences at a natural speed. You're basically copying fluency until it becomes your own.
Can you try this today? Find one short English video, even 30 seconds, and shadow it 3 times. Pause, repeat. Write in the comments, I tried shadowing today. We want to know.
And here's a tip about mistakes. Don't stop yourself every time you make an error. Fluency means keeping the flow going. You can think about your grammar after. When you're speaking, just speak.
Right, native speakers make mistakes too. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is communication, and communication starts with confidence, not grammar.
Now let's talk about vocabulary, because one of the biggest reasons people feel stuck is that they run out of words. They know what they want to say, but they don't have the English word for it.
This is so frustrating. You have the thought, you have the feeling, but the word is just not there. And so you stop, or you switch back to your first language.
So, step 3 is building vocabulary, but not the way most people do it. Don't memorize long lists of random words. That's slow, boring, and the words don't stick.
Instead, learn words in context. That means learning words inside a sentence, inside a situation. Not just happy, but I'm really happy to see you, or she looked happy when she got the news.
Context gives the word meaning and teaches you how to use it naturally. So when you encounter a new word, don't just write the translation, write a sentence, your own sentence.
Here's a helpful structure. Learn words in groups. For example, if you're learning words about feelings, happy, excited, nervous, bored, tired, proud, learn them all together. Your brain remembers connected things better.
And focus on the most useful words first. In English, about 1,000 common words cover roughly 80% of everyday conversation. You don't need 10,000 words to have a real conversation.
Let me give you some examples of super common word groups that beginners should know first. Action words like go, come, get, make, take, give, say, know, think, want. Describing words like good, bad, big, small, easy, difficult, happy, tired. And connecting words like because, so, but, and, also, then.
Here's a challenge. Think of 5 words you learned recently. Can you make a full sentence with each one? Try it right now and put it in the comments. We'll be reading them.
And one more tip. Review your vocabulary. Don't learn a word once and forget it. Our brains need to see a word about 7 times before it really sticks. So revisit your words, use them in conversations, and notice them when you listen.
Okay, let's talk about mistakes. We all make them. I still make them too. And honestly, looking back, I'm kind of grateful for my mistakes because they taught me so much.
Same. But there are some very common mistakes that beginner English speakers make, and once you know them, you can fix them quickly. So let's go through them.
Mistake number 1 is translating word by word from your first language. Every language has its own structure. If you try to translate directly, the sentence often sounds wrong in English.
For example, in some languages, you might say something like, I having 20 years. But in English, we say, I am 20 years old. The structure is different. You need to think in English patterns, not just translate.
How do you fix this? By listening to a lot of English and noticing the patterns. The more you hear correct English, the more your brain naturally builds English-style sentences.
Mistake number 2 is being afraid of making mistakes. This one is huge. So many learners stay quiet because they're scared of saying something wrong. But silence doesn't improve your English. Speaking, even imperfectly, does.
Mistake number 3 is studying grammar too much without speaking. Grammar is important, yes, but you can't speak fluently from a grammar book. At some point, you have to close the book and open your mouth.
Think of grammar as the rules of a game. You need to understand the rules, but you only get good at the game by playing. So study grammar a little, then practice speaking a lot.
Mistake number 4 is trying to sound like a native speaker immediately. This puts so much pressure on you. Your goal right now is to communicate clearly. Fluency comes with time and practice. Accent is not the enemy.
Absolutely. A clear accent that people can understand is completely fine. Don't waste energy trying to sound exactly like someone from London or New York. Focus on clarity and confidence first.
And here's the reassuring truth. Every fluent English speaker you admire was once exactly where you are right now. Every single one of them made all of these same mistakes. They just kept going.
So keep going. That's the real secret. Keep going, keep practicing, and you will get there.
All right, let's do some practice. This is the part where you actually try using what we've talked about. I'm going to give you some situations, and I want you to think about the best way to say each one in English.
Ready? Let's go.
Situation 1. Your friend asks, "How are you? You haven't been feeling great lately." Which sounds more natural? Option A, "I am not good today." Option B, "I'm not feeling great today, to be honest."
Option B is much more natural. I'm not feeling great is a very common expression, and adding to be honest makes it sound real and conversational. Option A isn't wrong, but it sounds a bit stiff.
Situation 2. You want to ask your teacher to explain something again. Option A, "Please say again." Option B, "Sorry, could you say that again? I didn't quite catch that."
Option B, "Could you say that again?" is polite and natural. "I didn't quite catch that" is a very common phrase native speakers use. "Please say again" on its own sounds incomplete. It's missing a small word.
Situation 3. You're introducing yourself to someone new. Option A, "My name is Ahmed and I am from Pakistan and I am studying English." Option B, "Hi, I'm Ahmed. I'm from Pakistan and I'm currently working on my English."
Option B flows much better. Instead of and, try using periods and natural breaks. Also, "currently working on my English" sounds more casual and confident than "I am studying English."
Did you notice the pattern? The more natural options use contractions, real phrases, and a conversational rhythm. That's what we're building toward.
Now, here's your challenge. Create your own introduction in English, 2 or 3 sentences. Say it out loud right now, even if you're alone. Then post it in the comments. We want to hear from you.
And don't worry about being perfect. Just try. Every attempt is a step forward.
Real English happens in real moments, not in perfect conditions. Practice a little every day and watch yourself grow.
Wow, we covered so much today. I'm really excited about everything we went through. Let's bring it all together.
Yes, so here are the 3 big steps we talked about today. Step 1, build your input. Listen to a lot of English every day. Train your ear before you train your mouth.
Step 2, start speaking, even if it's just to yourself. Talk out loud. Shadow English speakers. Don't wait until you're ready, because that day might never come unless you start practicing now.
And step 3, build your vocabulary the smart way. Learn words in context, in groups, and keep reviewing them. Focus on the most common words first and use them in real sentences.
You don't need to do everything perfectly. You just need to start, and then keep going. Every single day, a little bit of English. That's the real formula for fluency.
Here's a question to think about. Which of these 3 steps do you find the most difficult? Listening, speaking, or vocabulary? Let us know in the comments. It really helps us plan future episodes for you.
And if today's episode helped you, please give it a like, share it with a friend who's learning English, and subscribe to Talk with Hannah if you haven't already. Every like and subscribe helps us reach more learners just like you.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. You're putting in the effort, you're showing up, and that already puts you ahead. Keep believing in yourself because we believe in you.
We'll be back very soon with another episode to help your English keep growing. Until then, keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep going.
See you next time on Talk with Hannah.